We got another video to make. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here, girl. Just got finished talking about Bell Collective. We down here to see what's on the blogs.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
The blogs, honey. The first thing I want to talk about is I posted it to my Instagram stories. Hold on. Let me pause this. Okay. Y'all agree? K. Michelle says black women should be allowed to date outside their race without backlash. First of all, being allowed to do something from a group of men who already do what you think you should be allowed to do. You don't have to get permission from no motherfucking black man to date outside of your race. I'm tired of that shit. They are the most, statistically, like I said to this woman this morning, statistically, they are the most to date out. They are. And statistically, you are the least likely to date out. Also, statistically, when you're in relationships with them and something happens to you, the likelihood that they did it is high. You're sitting in a trap of scarcity and lack. You don't look to no group of men who don't respect you on their way to their interracial coupling to be allowed to date outside of their race. Listen to what K. Michelle says.
Outside of their race and date who they want. Yeah, right? Brother, I don't know how that works. Oh, but black women should be able to date outside their race, right? So why is it that when black women do it, it's honored, and why is it that when black men do it, we get crucified? Okay? Can y'all answer that real quick for me? Why is it?
I'm gonna answer his question, okay? Hold on, because I've answered it before. Because those answers are always going to be the same because the playbook hasn't changed since their great granddaddies had it. Okay, listen.
When black women date outside their race, they get praised. All right, get when black men date outside their race, we get crucified. No, nobody black.
When black women date outside of their race, they're praised. I think one of the reasons why black women who date outside of their race and all the black women are like kind of praising them is because you got out of the vortex of race that is keeping a lot of y'all single for life, cobwebs on your pussy, waiting for black men to get their shit together. And for generations, they have not. And for generations, you have statistical evidence, anecdotal evidence to show that they're not getting themselves together. So while you waiting, again, with cobwebs on your pussy, waiting for these niggas to get it together, they doing what they want to do. When are you going to do what you want to do? You don't need to be allowed to date outside. I will never understand the race loyalty that black women have to black men. I don't understand it. Just because we share identity, you think that you belong to them or you belong to be partnered with them. And on the way to their interracial coupling, they degrade, demean, and disparage you. I'm sorry. There will be no way that I would limit myself. Who in the hell goes out to look for a job and puts in one application at one place? Who? Tell me. Who applies for a job and only puts in one application to one place and think that they're going to have luck getting hired? When you put in your application and you trying to find work, you put your application into more than one place. Black, white, Asian, Pacific Islander, Italian, Arab, whatever culture, community, creed, whatever one. You limiting yourself to one group of men who don't limit themselves to you is insanity. It is pure insanity. Oh, because I want a black child. Lady, girl, stop it. If you want a brown skin child, if you don't go over there and get you an Indian man who has the same complexion as you, if that's all you want is the same complexion, girl, there's so many black people around here that you don't have to limit yourself to black, ethnic. We're going to use it as an ethnicity. That's wild to me in itself. Black as an ethnicity. Don't even get me started on that. But you think you want your child to be melanated? Okay, fine. Go find you another melanated person that comes from the different region of the world. You limiting yourself to one group of men just so that you can have a black child is insane to me. I'm sorry. And I know y'all not going to agree, and we don't have to always agree, and you don't have to preface it with I love you, but Erica, I love you, but you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to say that to me. I know we're not going to agree because I don't agree with that. I don't agree with limiting yourselves. Y'all desire and crave and really, really want to be married. And then you sit around waiting for black men to get their shit together. Meanwhile, when you partner with them, look at the statistics when you partner with them, how they thrust your ass into poverty. Come on. How the fuck you gonna limit yourself to the group of people who have the lowest social credit score on every level? On every level, and you limiting yourself to that? Are you crazy? You have to be. This is what I said. You have to be crazy. You have to be crazy. This is what I said. I'm gonna answer that man's question because when black men make their way to interracial coupling, they disparage, demean, and degrade black women all the way there. It's almost as if they date non-black women in spite of black women. The way they be staring at you when they with a non-black woman, they be staring, waiting for you to look because they know your ass is race loyal and you might feel a way if you see them with a non-black woman. But what you should do is look her directly in her eyes and wink. Hey girl, you about to be thrusted into poverty or become a single mother soon or very soon. Good luck, girl. That's what you need to do. You don't need to feel any. They want you to care because you have placed them on such of a high pedestal that they want to feel like somebody is competing for them. That's what y'all look like. Y'all look crazy as hell, limiting yourself, being race loyal to a group of people who are not loyal to you. And then on their way to their non-black woman, they talk shit about you. And that's what you're waiting for. I'm just gonna wait for my good black king. I'm gonna wait for my black king. I'm gonna wait for your fucking unicorn. When was the last time you saw a unicorn? And all the ones who believe that they're good, when you start talking to them, they show you they ain't no different from the ones that they are trying to separate themselves from. They want us to care. They want y'all to care. I don't care. I don't care. I live in California. Everybody is mixed up, interracial. That has never been a problem. Never been a problem to me. But I hear my brother, my father, my cousin, all black men with non-black women. My brother will not. I think one time he was dating this black girl, but all of his girlfriends, my cousin, all of their girlfriends are non-black women. That's nothing that's like shocking to me. I've seen I have my cousins. I mean, period. My uncle, his second wife was a non-black woman. My auntie, girl, she was my auntie too. Like that's nothing. I'm from California. That's nothing for me. That's nothing for me. So I don't understand it. Maybe you can help me understand it, but I don't understand it. I don't understand limiting yourselves to a group of people who don't limit themselves to you. You just sitting there waiting. Looking stupid. I'm sorry. Y'all be looking stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And black women get praised when they actually step out because everybody's like, girl, finally you get it. Get your ass up out of that vortex of race and get you a man that's gonna live up to whatever it is that you want a man to be. Whatever you looking for in a man, black being your preference, that's fine. But don't limit yourself to just black men. I'm here to tell you. Do not do that. Do not listen to black men tell you that non-black men don't like black women because they love black women. Stop it. Y'all got to get out of whatever circles you're in where these niggas is telling you that other men don't like you and you're the least desirable. That's a fucking lie from the ninth corner of hell. And I don't give a damn what a what does that damn Cupid thing say? Cupid, what was that called? Cupid Shuffle? I think it was like a dating site. Okay, Cupid. They have something that these niggas, oh, black women are the least desirable. Girl, don't believe that shit. Don't believe that shit. But don't fall into the shit with the nigga, I only date black women. Them niggas gotta go too, because that's a fetish. You only date. No, you don't only date. I find it real crazy. And let me be very clear, because we see what Tamar, her ass, did. Y'all don't take your male worship to another group of people. There's no way. You should not be anywhere, because there are women who are doing that, right? Where they are disparaging black men and uplifting non-black men in an effort to have an emotional reaction from them, right? The same emotional reaction they want from you when you see them out in public and they staring at you. You see us? You see me with my non-black woman? You see me with my non-black woman? She looking? Is she looking? Is she looking? Is she looking? Baby, when I tell you they be staring at you, burning a hole in the side of your head so that you could see them with a melted snowman, honey. They be staring hard as hell. That's when you look at her and smile. Speak to her. Don't speak to him. You will see the reaction. Speak to her, acknowledge her, because she's been sold a lie too. She's probably a male worshiping ass woman who see men as surprise, and they get on the internet. That's a black women. If black women were more feminine, if black women, what, to attract what? To attract a group of who? Who you need to be more feminine for, bitch? Girl, ask yourself before you start that feminine masculine shit. Why the fuck do these women have to be masculine, honey? Why do they have to be? If you want to assign attributes of femininity and masculinity to a one group of people, they can only be masculine. I don't even want to get into that argument. Nobody cares that a black man dates a non-black woman. Just shut the fuck up disparaging black women on your way there. That's the reason why women act like why you think that they care. What they care about is your raggedy, musty mouth, mush mouth ass, talking shit about black women on the way to your melted snowman, to your bag of Hawaiian rolls, honey. That's what that's what we care about. We care about that mouth that you run, and shut your damn mouth on the way to your white woman, non-black woman, on the way to her. Shut up. Don't nobody care. You want us to care because you know that the girls got cobwebs on their pussy waiting for you niggas to get your shit together. They know. They are very aware of that. And they will throw it in the face, and they know because you waiting around, they can talk to you crazy. They can dangle marriage in your face like you some fucking rabbit. They can dangle you. They know you want marriage. And you won't even you won't even read the statistics and listen to the statistics. They're more than 50% never going to get married. So while you sitting there waiting, while you want marriage, you waiting for a group of people who half of them will never marry in their life. What are you waiting for, ma'am? Oh, because you want somebody to understand your struggle. If that's the only connection that you have to a counterpart, that y'all need to be able to relate to the struggle, girl. And your identity is tethered to another black man because he understands the struggle. And that's what you basing your shit on, your relationship on, is how he understands how I struggle when they're the main ones putting you in that struggle state. Hello, girl. Shut your ass up. That's why it seems like black women care. We truly don't care. Black men want black women to care because y'all want to be seen as a prize for non-black women and non-black women and black women to fight and compete over you, when the truth is we don't care.
But we don't care.
Period. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, let's see what else is on the blocks. Let's see what's on the block. Let's go to the neighborhood talk. Let's see. Surveillance video shows JonathanMajors' ex Grace Jabari chasing him down the street after their alleged fight. Okay, let's see. He's trying to put her in the car. Is that her or she's in the car? Okay, let's look and see. He's trying to get away from her. He's pushing her. He's running. They're running. He's running down the street. He's running. She's running after him. Okay, they show another shot. Let me tell you something. That's why I don't believe that they don't know who killed Nicole Brown. The way that these cameras are set up on all these streets, they know something. The way these cameras have picked up everything, every street they're on, they have a camera footage of them running down. Girl, they look like this girl was bitch, it looked like she was running for blocks trying to catch up to him. Girl, this is a mess. Neighbors, the evidence is rolling in for JonathanMajors' DV case. The judge has finally allowed the evidence to be released to the public, and it's definitely showing a lot about what truly went down in the night in question. In the video obtained by TMZ, Jonathan and his accuser, Grace Jabari, can be seen standing outside of a black SUV truck. Jonathan attempts to place Grace back in the truck by picking her up and forcing her inside, but she ends up out of the truck anyway. Then they both walk down the sidewalk of the street where Jonathan tries to escape Grace and run off. Grace runs after Jonathan for blocks. Girl, she was running, as he obviously was trying to get away from her. The two then separate, and Grace stops to talk to people outside of an apartment complex. Shortly after, Jonathan walks by the group of people, including Grace, and just stares at her as he continues to walk the other way. Grace tries to get his attention, but fails. Let me see. I want to see the part where she was talking to the other people and he walked by her. Whatever the relationship is, they shouldn't have been. It was over. When you chasing a nigga down the street, girl, it's a wrap. I just when there's I think people should have like thresholds. When it gets to a certain point, that's when you need to say, is it worth what I'm doing? Is it worth running a fucking 5K to catch a nigga because he's cheating on you? Is it worth it? Is it? Okay, let's see her. She's walking down the street now. Let me have some water some coffee while I'm watching her. Okay, when does he walk by her? Let me see. He walks by the group of people and she stares, trying to get his attention. I don't see that part yet. Oh, here he comes. They were like, that's JonathanMajors. Girl, she was running. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. Girl, she was running. She was trying to catch his ass. No, ma'am, let his ass go. And they start running away, honey. And that's the design. You pull, he pushes. He runs away, you run after. That's all by design, girl. But anyways, we'll see how that works out. Oprah Winfrey admits to using weight loss medication along with dieting to lose weight. Done with the shaming, I eat my last meal at 4:00. All right, let's see. It says, oh, come on. It says, neighbors, Oprah Winfrey is coming clean about her weight loss. According to People magazine, she admitted to taking weight loss medication. Does she have, she doesn't really have an Ozempic face though. She looks good. Oprah looks good. That's something that a lot of women, and it is by design in the society that we live in. We are constantly in this relationship with our weight and our physical appearance. It's a constant relationship that needs attention, constant attention. That's just the society that we live in. Let's see what some of the comments say. So you mean to tell me that diabetic pill that people are using as a weight loss pill was getting sold out by Oprah. She probably was buying out the factories that made them. Girl, you sound fucking ridiculous. Team Ozempic. So are weight loss pills like the BBLs for the elderly community? You just saying this is the same girl who just said that she bought up all the shit in the factories. You just stupid. You just dumb. Y'all asking the wrong people about weight loss. Weight loss. How did Jennifer Hudson stay skinny for the past 13 years? She probably had a gastric bypass or some type of sleeve. Let's see. Megan Thee Stallion responds to Party speaking on their breakup, says if he didn't cheat, he shouldn't have responded. You know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Megan Thee Stallion on not telling people that her ex-bestie Kelsey didn't shoot her. You won't get online and defend yourself. Either you took some money or your life is in danger.
Her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my point. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online. Because the case, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the blogs to say you didn't do it. But the one it would have mattered from was you. You should have said, I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say, I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still fucking with me. Y'all still fucking with me. Why? Because y'all see me moving on and doing better. Y'all see me trying to heal and trying to grow. But y'all keep trying to bring me back this way when I'm trying to go this way.
That's right, Meg. And keep going your way, girl. Somebody says she's having a rough morning. I'm genuinely praying that she doesn't spiral out because this feels like a spiral. No, it feels like somebody who is tired of being aggravated. It feels like somebody who is tired of being poked and prodded and is finally actually responded. That's not a spiral. It's a response. Stop saying that women are spiraling when they're defending themselves and righteously defending themselves. If when I heard the damn testimony, Kelsey said he beat her ass too. Whatever the situation was, that motherfucker is where he's supposed to be. Because he's liable to kill somebody. And I'm with Megan. Bitch, if you didn't do it, get your ass up on the internet and say you didn't do it. Either your life is in danger or you took some motherfucking money, bitch. Because ain't nobody gonna be able to blame me for doing something I know the fuck I didn't do. Like shoot somebody? Girl, y'all crazy as hell. Go your way, girl.
It's bothering people so bad. Like,
and then this idea, hold on, let me say this. And then this idea like, oh, well, she lied about fucking Tory Lanez. Girl, so it's a lot of niggas y'all lie about fucking. Women lie on their pussies every day. They don't want to be associated with a motherfucker who shot them. How embarrassing. I don't want to be associated. I'm going to lie until I can't and say, girl, I don't know nothing about it. Until you get me on a fucking stand and put my hand on one of that book of fables y'all live your life by, I'm not saying nothing. I ain't that nigga at all. At all. Tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Well, yeah, I'd fuck them, girl. That would be that would be it. I would have to be on stand for me to admit it. And then for y'all to be and y'all to use that as a way to discredit her. She lied about who she was fucking, so she must have lied about who shot her. Maybe I didn't want to tell you maybe I didn't want to admit to having sex with this man because he took out a gun and shot me and shot at me. Right? Dance, bitch? You want me to be like, yeah, I fucked them? No, I'm not proud of that. I'm not going to tell nobody. Girl.
People are going to chop this up the way they want to chop it up and twist my words and make me something else. But I just feel like I'm Megan Thee Stallion and I just want to be Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to drop my music. I just want to talk to the hotties. I just want to shake my ass. I want to have as much fun with this shit as I used to. But it seems like every time I take a step forward to heal and do something different, motherfuckers be like, no, come back. Get your ass back to this negativity. Come back this way. You're not supposed to be smiling right now. You're not supposed to still be getting deals. You're not supposed to be in movies. You're not supposed to be recording albums. You're supposed to be sad where you was with me 2-3 years ago. When I got in a relationship, all that shit was deleted. I was sat the fuck down. I was sad. I was seated. I was very much happy where I was at. If this man is saying, I didn't cheat on her, I didn't do that. Well, why the fuck is you responding to me? Do you know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Why are you answering? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? Wasn't you getting your dick sucked in the same spot I was sleeping? If you say it wasn't you, why the hell is you dissing me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you talking to me? If you said I wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you just wanted to fucking find a reason to bash me. It seems very strategic. Like, it feels like,
You know how many niggas I done fucked and sucked? And if I was talking about a nigga, y'all think I'm talking about him? And if it wasn't about you, why are you responding? Why are you taking offense to something that you said that I could be talking about anybody? What makes you think I'm talking about you? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? I love it. If the shoe fit, nigga, buy it in every color, bitch. Buy that shit in every color. Anyways, let's see how much time do I got? Maybe we'll talk a few more minutes. Let me look and see if we can see something else. Excommunicado Recording Academy says it's evaluating whether Diddy will be invited to upcoming Grammy Awards after multiple celebs and women rights groups reportedly requested his invite be revoked. I'm down for it. But all the other predators and everything else, that damn Grammy Awards auditorium will be fucking empty. I agree. Uninvite all the motherfuckers. And again, the motherfucking auditorium will be empty. Because he ain't the only one. Perhaps Diddy should have been John Wick for Halloween because it's looking like he's excommunicado. According to the multiple reports, all his SA talk has Diddy dangling on the chopping block for next year's Grammy Award ceremony. The Recording Academy released a statement responding to concerns of Diddy's attendance. We are taking this matter very seriously and we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care it deserves, the Recording Academy said in a statement on Tuesday. Diddy is subject to multiple SA lawsuits, one of which he settled nearly 24 hours after it was filed. It was reported by the Mirror that multiple celebs have asked that he is banned from attending. Also, a women's rights group, Ultraviolet, also stated that not inviting Diddy would help the ongoing need for accountability. Let's see what the people say. So the cancellations can go this far, but Trump, who has sexual allegations, insurrections, and 81 felony counts, can still run for president. Right. That's why the requirements to run for president is 35, live in the state, live in the country, be a citizen, and I think it's something else. They don't need no other requirements. It makes it so that anyone could literally, who has money, can become president. Anyone. He wasn't going anyway. Damage control is staying out of the way. He has enough money to do so. He ain't the only invite that needs to be revoked. If R. Kelly can't come, then that nigga Puff needs to stay gone too. What is there to evaluate? Isn't there enough proof and witnesses to have spoken out already? They don't move as fast when it's white people. Baby, the way they stripped the Weinstein company, the way they stripped that shit down, and I think it goes by letters now. I think it's TWC. They don't even have the name Weinstein in it. Girl, y'all like to all lives matter the situation instead of saying yes, but white men do it. So y'all want to be able to do what white men do and get away with it the way that white men do, even though white men don't get away with it. They've been held responsible, accountable, penalized, criminalized, and put in jail. But it's still, but the white men do it. Shut up. If so, then they have to revoke a bunch of other people's invites too. That's what I said, baby. That damn auditorium. That's what I said. That's what I say about music too. People say you don't listen. If you were to go through all of your favorite artists or music that you listen to and peer into that person's personal life, they may not have the same values as you. That's why you can't align your identity with these celebrities and your morals with these celebrities. They live under a different code. They might live under a different code. When you love their music, if you were to go through down from James Brown, the Isley Brothers, every music you love, if you peered into these men and these women and you peered into their personal lives, they might not align with your core values and principles. You will be listening to classical music. And then if we were to eliminate all the harmful human beings who make music, y'all will be listening to singing bowls and birds chirping. I'm sorry. I could understand if you say, I don't want to listen to so and so anymore because what they stand for, I can't get jiggy with that shit. I can understand it. I cannot listen to a R. Kelly song. I'm sorry. Even though one of his songs reminds me of a lot of his, well, one of his songs in particular reminds me of when my grandfather died. And I cannot listen to that song. I won't listen to none of his songs because I know what he's talking about and who he's talking to, and the people that he's talking about in his music are not adult women. So I can't listen to that, right? Like this woman who is going through the rap and R&B lyrics. MC Light, those lyrics about grooming young boys and how the young bucks like to fuck and all this other stuff. That is crazy. A lot of these people have their lyrics, that who they are as people. When you look at their lives and who they are as human beings outside of their music, you might not like that person. You have this halo effect going on because you love their music and you can identify and it resonates with you. Get to know. They say the people can't. You don't want to meet your heroes because the human part of them, whether they're a human that resides in darkness or in the light, you may not. It may not align with your values. You can't align your values and core values with people in the music entertainment industry. They live by a different code. They live by a different code. And on the other side of things, they may do a lot of great things for the communities that they, identify with, giving money back to college, opening schools and all this other stuff. But on the other side of them, because we are both. And some people jump from light to dark, light to dark, light to dark every day, and harm people when they're in their darkness, and hurt people and abuse people, and then wake up the next day and donate $50,000 to a college, or $500,000, $1,000,000 to a college. But last night you immobilized the woman and had other men doing God knows what to her body. No, you can't come nowhere, my nigga. But the truth is, if we were to look into their lives, a lot of people would be disinvited from award shows. You think the BET, they just gave Puffy a lifetime achievement award. If I was the head of that area, we rescind it. You saw when Bill Cosby got in trouble, all them honorary doctorates he was getting, they took him back. No, man. No, we don't want to be aligned with you. Because yes, you did good, but you also, what you did to people as you were doing good kind of erases it and out imbalances what the good you did. It overshadows all the good you did. And if you don't watch enough damn documentaries to know all these evil ass men and women who harm and abuse other men, women, and children and animals and everything like that, and you look at them and they're upstanding figures in the community. Look at John Wayne Gacy, upstanding in the community, belonged to all the clubs and stuff. Underneath his house, full of bodies. A lot of these men, they do for the community, but at night in the shadows. It's a mess. So you can disinvite him. I agree. Disinvite him, but
what happened? Why did y'all break up?
I don't care. Asian Doll says she's stepping into her bougie girl era and is done dating rappers. Went a whole year without having sexual incidents. Going into the new year having no relationship with these niggas is my biggest flex. I just went 1 year without having any sexual incidents. The way that, and then the way that you're describing it, you're calling a sexual encounter with an incident? Girl, I can't. I'm leaving these rappers behind and only will date nice stand-up guys. It's hard breaking habits because I do have a type. And your type is toxic and harmful. I'm only dating to have kids and get married. All of that texting, talking about, calling about nothing is dead. That little boy energy I accepted is dead too. I want to level up in every way, starting with you niggas. I want better. I'm going to get better. I have 0 guys on my rosters. I'm picking peace and stepping into my bougie girl era. Well, good for her. We love when the girls step into their awareness and like, I'm not doing this with these weirdos. The things that you want, you are spending time with people who can't give that to you. There's nothing wrong with dating and going from guy to guy and dating multiple men. You cannot make a hoe into a husband. You can't make a hoe into a husband. The same parameters they put on y'all, you need to put on them. And if that leaves you with not enough men to pick from, then that should tell you something. If your standards is keeping these men away from you, that should tell you something about the lot of men that is available to choose from. But y'all keep bobbing your heads into the basket of rotten apples, picking them up, putting it back, and then putting your head back in there. How many times you going to dunk your head into that water trying to bob for apples? How many times when you come up with a rotten apple are you going to keep bobbing your head in there? How many times do you have to come up with a rotten apple for you to be like, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to bob my head in there anymore. I'm not. So shout out to Asian Doll. Good for her. Okay, let me go to the Jasmine brand. I'm going to do a couple stories from there and then we're going to go. That's enough for today. Cassie's former music producer, Ryan Leslie, claims singer is planning for a tour. Cassie might be using her setback as a setup to make her musical comeback, girl. Tiffany Haddish seemingly removed from Kevin Hart comedy special following latest DUI arrest, but I'm sure some niggas on that comedy special lineup that got some questionable behavior as well. That's probably worse than driving drunk. If she got to be taken off the shit, all the rest of them niggas who have questionable behavior need to be taken off the shit too. Or whatever, I don't care. Says Cardi B and Offset have broken up several times. Yeah, they love that toxic shit. She has him on her neck too. I was looking at Krishan's tattoos. Yeah, she covered up the tattoo, but she has a tattoo of him on the side of her neck. I don't know. It looks like him on the side of her neck. Oh, it's so soft. On the side of her neck too. So she has a couple that he says there's 6 tattoos that she has to get away from. Andre Brower, he has passed away at 61. They said from an unknown illness. I don't know. They don't know what it was. He was only 61 years old. Shout out to him. Meek Mill slams the use of lyrics in the Young Thug YFN Lucci trials. Nah, they need to use the lyrics. They need to use y'all lyrics against you. They need to use them against you. If your crimes align with your lyrics, I am going to use them against you. Because you shouldn't be so arrogant and bold as to talk about the crimes that you commit in a song. Period. He says it should be impossible to charge Thug and Lucci for lyrics because in the studio we all give each other lines and don't remember who said what after a high night in the studio. Right, after committing crimes, y'all want to get in the studio and talk about the time you talk about the time. Yeah, we don't know where the lyric came from. Talk about the time you tied that nigga up in the damn basement, nigga. Talk about that. Talk about the time you took some pussy from the girl, nigga. Talk about that. Talk about when you shot the suspect in the street. Don't forget to talk about that. Oh yeah, he talking about all the shit. Y'all reminding him of the shit he did. Y'all did it together. He was a dummy to talk about it. Use their lyrics against them. I'm still on Kelly Rowland's ass about that. Megan Thee Stallion signs a deal with Warner Music Group to distribute her new material. I don't know if you didn't. What's his name? Have issues with Warner? Prince, when he had slave written on his face. You better be careful. You better be careful. Carlos King says Phaedra Parks' return to reality TV is disappointing, and Heavenly says Phaedra complained to production when she was pressed to share her personal life. She wouldn't get a job from me. If I worked in production in any house, I'd be like, don't bring me Phaedra Parks. She's a liar, a scammer, and the truth ain't in her. Okay? She lies about every. Heavenly said that her and that man broke up before they even got to film the show. You just used him to get on the show. We ain't even seen his fucking face. And then you got the nerve to talk about Kenya written men. And ever since you left Real Housewives of Atlanta, every nigga we seen you with has been rented on a television show. Isn't that ironic? And y'all, girl. KenyaMoore finalizes divorce from Mark Daly. I'm excited for this new chapter. Shout out to KenyaMoore, honey. Finally, it is over. Yes, I'm so happy for my girl. How old is this lady talking about new chapter, more like final page? Hopefully you'll make it to 50, nigga, because the rate that y'all niggas is on, y'all ain't making it to 60. So while a woman is starting a new chapter in her 50s, hopefully you make it to that chapter, nigga. This happens when you're desperate to get married. A lot of y'all are desperate to get married. And that's why you end up with a bus driver who can at least pay the light bill. KenyaMoore has been granted a divorce from her now ex-husband, Mark Daly. The RHOA star considers the split the world's longest divorce and says she looks forward to moving on and being the best mom she can be. I sent her some victorious energy yesterday, and shout out to Kenya. So we're glad that she is done with that arrogant, chauvinistic, minuscule bitch who wants to be connected to a beauty queen because he doesn't have a name for himself, as he said on the motherfucking stage and said, I wouldn't want, if we were to break up, I wouldn't want nothing from her. And that's the reason why this motherfucking divorce took so long, because you wanted something from her. You wanted to be connected to a beauty queen. Oh, you only make $5,000 a month and she makes $50,000 a month. That's what the fuck y'all get. Y'all need to stop dating these motherfucking men who ain't up to your level, just so that you better off going to a goddamn sperm bank. You are literally better off going to a sperm bank. Listen to this shit. Hold on, let me get to the post. I'm so glad Kenya that is over. I'm glad it's over. Mark listed his monthly income as $5,000 before taxes, and Kenya's as $50,000. He is asking for the judge to grant him $521 a month in child support. We're not sure where the dollar amount comes, and he just wants money from that woman. Kenya and Mark previously agreed that she will have primary custody of their daughter, Brooklyn, and will be granted visitation. However, the two did agree to share joint legal custody so that Mark can still have a say-so in decision making regarding Brooklyn. Mark filed a proposed permanent parenting plan and proposed child support addendum. He wants money from her in some way. He wants money from Kenya. When he said out his mouth, I hope they played that shit and used it as evidence of him saying he didn't want nothing from her. Because we going by what you said to everybody on a grand stage. I'm so glad that Kenya is done with that divorce. I'm glad she is. I wonder if she's still dating that guy, Romo. What's his name? Romy? I don't remember his name. I don't, but shout out to Kenya. We are Team Twirl here. I got mad. I was mad at Kenya. Nathaniel always reminds me when I cussed Kenya out on a video one time because I was really upset that was her partner. All the As beautiful as she is and accomplished as she is, and I'm sure she thought Mark was. He has a restaurant. He's not bad on the eyes, but he loved bombed her. Didn't have a prenup. I bet she won't do that again. I would like to hear Kenya speak about what she learned from this experience in terms of trying to find a partner, falling in, thinking you fell in love with somebody who can be so disgusting to you. I'm telling you, the man that you meet at the beginning of the relationship is not the man that you are going to know at the end of the relationship. And I feel he just wanted to be connected to someone with a higher status, someone who has made history, a beauty queen. Okay. And you attach yourself and then you want to act a fool. Girl. Like I said, Kenya would have been better off going to a sperm bank. A lot of women would be better off going to a sperm bank because now you have this. To me, just have always said, I will never allow my children to witness me being mistreated by somebody. That was a promise that I made to them. I don't care who it was. That's why after I was assaulted by my brother, my children haven't set eyes on him again. Ever. You're not going to be around me and my children see me be mistreated and then me actually go back to that person and accept them into my life in some kind of way. They will never be able to say, I saw my mother being mistreated by this man, her mother, her father, her brother, whoever. I made a promise to them. So when I was being chased around my house trying to call 911 and my 18-month-old child was sitting on the couch witnessing that, he would never witness it again. Never again. And I was lucky enough, he was young enough that wouldn't make a permanent imprint. Like he wouldn't actually remember that. I don't want one of his memories of me running from his father trying to call 911. They witnessed my brother assaulting me. They will never witness me being in community with him ever again. They'll never be able to say my mom was mistreated and she went back and held space for a person who hurt her. I made them that promise. I will not. And you should make your children that promise too. I don't care what the abuse looks like, physical, verbal. You don't allow your children to witness you being disrespected by no motherfucking body. Nobody. I don't give a who it is. So thank God. Unfortunately, she'll be able to look back. Brooklyn will be able to look back and see her father abusing and mistreating her mother and how he treated her. She'll be able to watch those tapes. And then he'll have to answer for it too. Why would you do my mother like this? Why did you do her like this? Why was you acting like this? Why were you trying to keep me from being on the show with my mom when you knew that this was my mother's livelihood? And you was trying to take me out of the image. And then later on, when you're going to be on a reality show, now you want me to spend time with you. Now you wanted me to spend time with you. You ain't shit. I would rather the child not have a memory of a father than have a memory of a father or imprints or just pictures of their father mistreating their mother. I would rather the child not have a father than to witness their mother being mistreated. And that's just me. Y'all want the fathers. If he's mistreating the mother, you can't be around me. That's why I tell people it's really difficult to co-parent with somebody who abused you, who harmed you, who mistreated you. It is very hard. Cause I don't even want to deal with you. I don't want to. You're dead to me. Put your hands on me. You dead to me. Who? So she would have been better off going to a sperm bank. She really would have. I think that's all I got to talk about, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Again, don't let these motherfuckers play in your face. And put your oxygen mask on first. All right, peace.